So let's quiet down. All right, you're gonna get a piece of clay about this size, and you're going to want to roll it out to the kind of the shape of your mask. So each person is gonna get a plaster mask. Do not grab the plastic ones because the clay will stick to the plastic and it won't work. We are gonna continue to flip this and roll it until it's about 1/4 of an inch thick. So you wanna make sure you have the height and the width.
What do you mean by height?
So how tall this is, so like the width and how tall, yeah.
Can you make it a little bit bigger if you need to?
Yeah, what
If
if
you
you have
want.
a big head and small brain?
You're just trying to fit it over the
Kind of
mask.
like
Okay, I was wondering if there were
T-Rex.
different size masks.
There is. Some of them are smaller than this and more round. Okay, you need to get down.
Okay.
Or some big.
You might
Or is that like the biggest one?
They're about the same, like they're pretty normal. Like everyone starts with the same thing. What you add or take away is yours. Yep.
I'm making the
Yep.
stuff.
So then you're gonna see how it fits. It should cover the whole thing. So you might need to move it around a little bit.
That'd be awesome
The
to have
other-
on your face.
Thing is, you want to make sure it's about 1/4 of an inch thick. So this is a little bit on the thin side. So you want it to be about 1/4, which is right in here. Okay. Then you're going to press this down.
Cool. Ew, it's right in his eyes.
Shh. Okay. Then
It's creepy.
you're going to take this extra off, and you get to use this extra for when you add stuff to your mask. You are not doing anything inappropriate,
So a gas mask.
so saw would
No,
not be.
6.
Is a gas mask okay?
Is the Reaper of Death okay?
That's fine.
Why
For
not?
no.
What? What about the
Okay,
Reaper?
we're not having this conversation right now. If you want to come up and talk to me about it, but you all know what's appropriate and what's not appropriate for school. So
I'm gonna do mask cheese.
okay, so we're cutting off the side, and when I cut, it's going straight out. Okay.
That looks creepy with the clay over it.
And this is so that when I want to take this clay off, it'll be easy to lift off. Because if you go at a slant, it's going to get stuck. Okay. So you are going to smooth this out, and you want it to be kind of even all the way around. So see, there's not very much. I don't want you cutting all the way up here, because then you're cutting a lot of your mask off. And then when you blend this so it's not sharp, because if it dries that way, you could cut. Yep, you could cut yourself, or it's gonna hurt. If you press it inward towards the plaster, it's gonna be harder to lift this up. So you want to be able to have this ledge, and you're gonna do that all the way around.
Is this all we're doing today? Like just that one part?
Well, if you keep watching, you'll see how far you'll get today.
Okay. Yeah, Nathan. Gosh.
Okay, so this one's a little bit lower, so take some more of that off. Okay, then, so on a lot of these, you're going to have the eyes, and if you take your two thumbs, you're going to kind of press them down. And that kind of gives you an idea where the eyes are going to go. The nose, your mouth doesn't really pop out as much as you'd like it to. So you're going to take this and you're going to do a little line that goes straight across. I'm not going all the way through.
It's a football player.
But this is going to help make the eyes the same size and length. Okay, so this one maybe could be a little bit bigger. Okay, and then you're going to just kind of press this in. You're going to pull that out.
Oh my God, his eyes. Can you put that in with the extras?
Yes, yep.
And
And you don't want to,
reusing his eyes.
You don't want to be scraping the plaster because if the plaster gets in with the clay, it can make your mask kind of blow up. So then you're going to just kind of smooth these out
He's crying.
on the inside and on the top.
Like for mine, it's kind of a flat thing, like the nose. and
Yeah,
stuff
mine's
isn't
got like
really
a
there.
messed up smile.
Well, you have to have 50% adding and 50% carving. So if you have something that's going to be just like
Like
this mask
kind
and you
of
just
flatter.
glaze it, it's not going to be. Okay, if you want to talk about something, okay, let me show them what everybody's doing and then we can personally talk about your own individual stuff, okay? But you have to have, no matter what shape, you have to have 50% added, 50% carved. So if you have something where it's just this and you're just going to glaze it, you're not going to do very well on the project. Okay? So the nose, if we want the nose to
Whoa, it's bulgy.
show up more.
He's got a stub.
Okay,
I'm sorry. Let's let him know.
yep, this is a time when you're listening. There doesn't need to be a comment for everything that we're doing. Okay, you should not be adding pieces that are thicker than your thumb. So I would score this, and if I had slip right now, I'd put this, so pretend, put a little slip on there. And then I would blend it into, and take two other smaller pieces. And you would score and slip these as well. And it starts to form a nose. And you always want to blend it in so that it doesn't want to pop off. And then there's some, you can kind of put in a nostril. Okay. You might also need to add your lips. A lot of them don't have real prominent lips there. And remember to score and slip everything and then blend it. Just kind of do this. So maybe this is, it could be, you can use these coils too for like a mustache, or a lot of times the bottom lip is thicker than the top. The more you play with your clay, the more it's going to dry out, so you might need to add some slip to put the moisture back in. But this would be scoring and slipping as well. And I'll start to blend in. You can put little details and stuff in there. And you can carve the eyebrows. Just a little bit of a, or you can have the mouth be open or whatever. Okay, and you can add your eyebrows, you can add hair. Then if you're going to add anything that's going to be on the outside, it's going to be big, like some people do big elephant ears, you want to add that last because that's most likely to get bumped or broken, and it's going to dry faster than the rest of your mask. Your mask will be drying out because this plaster dries out your clay, so you need to make sure to wrap it in damp paper towel and plastic all the time, because if you do not wrap this, what will eventually happen is this will continue to shrink because the water's coming out. The plaster stays the same size, so it will crack if you leave it on the plaster. So once you're done, we'll take it off and put it by the window to dry. But that's when you're done adding everything and when you're done with all your carving, because then we're going to let it get to that bone dry part. Okay, any questions on the basic part? The trimming, so rolling it out, trimming it, cutting the eyes out, and then you can start working on the face. Yeah.
Mine doesn't really have like eyes or eyebrows.
Okay, you're probably going to need those.
Okay.
So think
Or
of something that
mouth
has, all those, you can't do something like a Jason hockey mask. Okay? You need to have some complex stuff and it needs to be appropriate. So if it's something like that, don't even ask about it because it's not going to work. Okay? All right, go ahead, and what you're going to need is each person needs a roller, each table needs tools, each person needs a ruler and a clay cloth.
What are these for?